Welcome to Using Pocket Gettysburg for iPhone, iPad, and Android. Part 2, Examples. Of course, you don't have to be on the park at all in order to work with Pocket Gettysburg. But let's say that you've got Pocket Gettysburg tracking your position as you're driving along Geary Avenue, over by Culp's Hill. The pulsing blue dot indicates your position on the map. You stop the car because you see a rock with writing on it in a big field to your right, and you wonder what it's all about. So you tap on the pin in the middle of that field, and you see that the name of the rock monument is Pardee Field. Let's tap on that little arrow to see what we know about it. Okay, there's a description of its location and 2 images. Let's tap on the image to get a bigger version. Then you can drag your finger left and right to pan through the multiple images. In this case, we see that, although we can't see it from the road, there's a plaque on this rock, and we'll see its inscription in a moment. When we're done looking at the images, we'll tap on the back button in the top left corner to go back to the details of the monument. We see that it was erected by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and here's the inscription on the plaque. Okay, that's interesting. The monument mentions 2 people and 2 military units, Lieutenant Colonel Pardee of the 147th Pennsylvania Volunteers, and Brigadier General John White Geary, commander of the 2nd Division, 12th Corps. We see at the bottom that the menu is now changed because now it's showing us things that are linked to this monument, including those 2 units and 2 people that we saw in the inscription. Let's find out more about Lieutenant Colonel Pardee. So we'll tap where it says that the monument is linked to 2 people. Here they are, and we'll tap on Pardee. In addition to his photo, we've got dates and places of his birth, death, and burial, and the calculation that he was 23 years, 8 months, and 3 days old at the time of the battle. There's also a citation to the official report that he wrote after the battle. And he commanded the 147th Pennsylvania Infantry. Now we see that the menu at the bottom has changed again. Now it's pointing to things that are linked to this person, 2 monuments and 1 unit. I wonder where the other monument that mentions Pardee is, so we'll tap on that link. Oh, in addition to the rock in Pardee Field, we see that he's mentioned by name on a plaque to the 147th Infantry on the north face of the Pennsylvania State Memorial. Okay, let's tap on the back button and go back to Pardee, and let's find out more about his unit. The 147th Pennsylvania Infantry had only 8 companies at Gettysburg, and it was part of the 1st Brigade, 2nd Division, 12th Corps of the Army of the Potomac, and as we know, it was commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Pardee. The regiment had 298 men at Gettysburg, of whom 5 were killed, 15 wounded, and 0 missing or captured during the battle. Those men carried 58 caliber rifles and Enfield 577s. And then there's a full history of the 147th Pennsylvania Infantry, including when and where it was organized, and all of the places that it fought over the course of the war. Now you can see at the bottom that the 147th Pennsylvania is linked to 10 monuments and 350 people. But you wonder, what other units did they fight with? That is, what other regiments were in the same brigade? So we'll tap on the order of battle, and we'll see that in the 1st Brigade, 2nd Division, 12th Corps was also the 5th, 7th, 29th, and 66th Ohio, and the 28th Pennsylvania. And who commanded that brigade? Well, let's tap on the brigade, and we see that it was commanded by Colonel Charles Candy. And we also have the total strengths and losses of the brigade. And we can see what the brigade's battle flag looked like. Okay, let's go back to the order of battle, and back to the 147th Pennsylvania. As we said, there are 350 people in Pocket Gettysburg that are linked to this unit. And there they are. Now we started with 1 monument that mentioned this unit, the rock in Pardee Field. But there are 9 others on the battlefield. And there they are. The list automatically includes markers to the unit's brigade, division, and corps. One of those 10 monuments is just 36 yards from where we're parked on Geary Avenue, and that's what it looked like. There's another that looks a lot like it on Sykes Avenue. It's 1.6 miles away, but we don't have to go there to read about it. It's near the intersection with Wheatfield Road. That would put it near the north side of Little Round Top. Let's read the inscription, and let's see its location on the map. Okay, let's go back to the monument and then back again to the list of monuments. The 10 monuments are now listed in alphabetical order, but we can also sort them by how far they are from where we're parked. Or we can look at a map of just those 10 monuments to the 147th Pennsylvania Infantry. And there they are. And if we zoom into our current position, we see where the closest ones are around us. This has been a short hypothetical example, but I'm sure that you're already imagining all sorts of ways that you can use Pocket Gettysburg, whether you're on the park, researching from home, or following along as you read an article about the battle. Please watch the third video in this series that describes how to make the best use of the many powerful searching features in Pocket Gettysburg. Pocket Gettysburg is brought to you by the same folks who do Segway tours on the Gettysburg battlefield. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions, please write to pocketgb@segtours.com. Pocket Gettysburg is available from iTunes and from the Google Play Store.